Okay, what you're looking at here is a 426C Coleman 3-burner stove, and the years that they produced this model was in 1961 and 1964. And as you can see here, hello, welcome back. What you see here is a 426 Charlie 3-burner stove. And production run years on this thing was from 1961 to 1964. Now, I just done a video stating how to tell what year your stove was made in, month and date. Well, I stand corrected. There are no numbers or anything under the tabs here, nor are there any stamp numbers on the bottom of the unit itself. There's only one set of numbers that's on this, and it's right here underneath the right satellite burner, and it's I can't tell what it is. Anyway, I know it's not a 75 model because they never made this before 26 Charlies in 1975. So I'm thinking that is what number this was coming off the line. I could be wrong on that, but right there is the little number. I got the box with it, and I got paperwork, the manual for it. And this is the Christmas item that my wife bought for me, and she wouldn't tell me what it was. I was asleep, I guess, when the mail ran, so I didn't know nothing about it. Well, when I got up, later, she asked me to come out in the building to see if a horse halter or a lead rope was out here. And I was like, I know it ain't, because I just cleaned the building up. She's like, well, just go check anyway. So here I come out here, knowing that it's going to be a wasted trip because there's nothing out here of that caliber. Well, I opened the door, and the stove was closed down, setting out. The box was sitting on top of the stove, and then the paperwork was, when I opened the lid of the paperwork was down in the bottom right here. So I turned around to go back to the house, and she was standing on the porch just grinning away. So this is my late Christmas present, because this is now the 29th day of December of 2023. So anyway, I have not fired it up yet, so I don't even know if it's going to run or anything else. So we're going to go ahead and put fuel in it, pump it up, and go from there. So wish me luck. Alrighty, let's get the box out of the way. I'm about out of fuel, but that's the reason I like to keep them in this little jug here. It's easier to put in the lanterns and stoves anyway. You ain't gotta be going around trying to hunt down a funnel. But I've already looked down in the tank. There's no rust in the tank, or appeared to be no rust in the tank. It was empty. I don't. That's all I'm going to put in it right now, just in case if it don't run. But the description stated that everything worked as intended. I mean, it's not from a 61 to a 64. It is not in bad shape at all. I mean, you know, I do have a little bit of rust over here on this side from where it was sitting in the box. Looks like grease. Looks like a lot of grease. But go ahead and raise him up. We'll pump him up here a little bit. Turn your little valve up here. Because the paperwork, it states, you know, obviously, turn the valve up. Then you got to turn your knob all wide open, completely open. Make sure my auxiliaries are closed. Let me find my lighter here. You hear that? That's a good sign. Let's pump him up more though. Turn him wide open. The eyes can definitely be cleaned. Got a lot of blowout. But that also could have been me from putting the pressure to him. Well, it is wide open. Let that run for a minute. But while that's heating up, let's talk about what this little thing right here is. A lot of people call it a towel rack. Yeah, it could be used as a towel rack. You know, no big issue. I mean, all you do is just Put your paper towels in there and slide it down, or your hand towel or whatever. But that's not what this is intended for. Its intention work surface, table, whatever. Set your lantern up here at nighttime while you're cooking, you know. Have your plates ready. Must not put enough fuel in here so it pump him up. Turn the valve down now, the handle down. It's a big old fat tank. Check our aux. Smoke come out of there, so I'd say it's something coming, you know. Spider's nest or something. See the smoke come out? Turn them wide open. So y'all have to clean out the, this is called a U-tube right here. Not to be mistaken as the YouTube video thing. But yeah, 426C production years was 61 to 64. Turn him wide open. Good deal. And so you can turn these little puppies all the way down to a simmer if you want to. But yeah, the after that catches up there. Three burner stove. Definitely start taking this in here on camping trips so I can put a griddle or a flat top on it. And plus it gives me, I can have this to have a workstation. Put my plates up there or whatever. But yeah, I definitely have to retract my statement of the previous video of knowing what year, month and year that you're, because I could have sworn that everything was stamped underneath the tank, and everything from around 51-ish was supposed to be on the bottom front or bottom back. Supposed to be on the bottom front of the units. Well, apparently this does not. Or this particular one does not. So yeah, I definitely got to go through and clean it out, because you see, you know, we're sputtering. But it does function. It's in really good shape to be, you know, early to mid 60s. From 61 to 64, and then I have a 2-burner 65, and then another 2-burner 81. But yeah, I'll have to go through it and clean him out here. Go ahead and turn him off. He's still glowing there, still Peter putting. Go ahead and release the pressure. Now it looks like, yeah, my lid is leaking, just like the on the 65. I got fluid there. So just gotta redo it. Put the gaskets in it, or what have you. Let everything cool off here, then we'll take a look at the front. And then I'll insert pictures of the manual. I'll just take, you know, flatten it out really good and just take a picture and yes, you can still hear it hissing. And I got the lid off of it. So yeah, we'll go through it. But anyway, I'll insert pictures from the manual. And let me set this over here. And then, you know, this one here, you can see this. I'll insert them. But now the manual here, now that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what this stove is what this date here on this manual is. But here on the manual, here on the bottom, it says 1 of 62. Here on the bottom, right here. Now that doesn't necessarily mean nothing. Someone could have bought that because they had the stove. Or it could be the original manual stove and box. I don't know. But it does have the adjustable legs on the bottom. Right here, all you do is pull them out. Just got one section, or adjustment heights. That's 2 inches. It gives you 2 inches of clearance. But yeah, the 426C or 426 Charlie 3-burner Coleman stove. Thank you for watching.